We touched on rate confirmations in Module 3 from a negotiation standpoint. Now we're going in deep from a paperwork and compliance standpoint, because this document is more important than most new dispatchers realize. The rate confirmation is a legally binding agreement between the carrier and the broker for a specific load, at a specific rate, under specific terms. It is your contract. If a dispute arises over the rate, over detention, over accessorials, over payment, the signed rate confirmation is the document that determines who's right. Let's talk about what a properly completed rate confirmation looks like and why every field matters. The broker's name, MC number, and contact information should be at the top. This identifies the party on the other side of the contract. If a broker's MC number isn't on their rate confirmation, that's a red flag. Look it up independently. The carrier's legal name, MC number, DOT number, and driver name should be listed. If any of this is wrong, get it corrected before you sign. A rate confirmation made out to the wrong carrier name can create payment issues when the broker's system doesn't match the invoice you submit later. The load details, pickup address, delivery address, commodity, equipment type, weight, pickup date and time, delivery date and time. Every one of these needs to match what was verbally agreed and what the driver is actually going to do. Discrepancies between the rate confirmation and the actual load are how carriers end up in disputes they didn't anticipate. The rate, the agreed dollar amount for the load, flat rate or rate per mile, clearly stated. If there were any accessorials agreed upon, detention pay, lumper reimbursement, TONU fee, fuel surcharge, they should be listed here explicitly. Anything that isn't on the rate confirmation didn't happen as far as the broker is concerned. Payment terms, how many days the broker has to pay after delivery and POD receipt. This matters for cash flow and for knowing when to follow up if payment is late. Special instructions, any specific requirements for the load, appointment numbers, contact names at the shipper or receiver, temperature requirements for reefer loads, securement requirements for flatbed. These aren't paperwork items for their own sake. They're the information your driver needs to execute the load correctly. Here's the rule that every dispatcher should live by. No signed rate confirmation, no dispatch truck. I don't care how well you know the broker. I don't care if they've been verbally reliable for 2 years. Verbal agreements are worth nothing in a freight dispute. If a broker won't send a rate confirmation before you dispatch, that's a broker you don't do business with. After you review and sign the rate confirmation, keep a copy. File it with the loads documentation alongside the BOL and POD when they come in. You should be able to pull up the complete file for any load you've ever dispatched within 30 seconds. That level of organization is what allows you to handle disputes confidently, invoice accurately, and audit your own performance over time. One last thing, rate confirmations sometimes include broker protective language that limits carrier rights in ways that are worth understanding, like requiring prior approval for all accessorials or limiting detention claims to specific windows. Read those clauses. They don't necessarily disqualify a broker, but they shape what you can claim later if something goes wrong. Know what you agreed to before you sign. The rate confirmation is not a formality. It is the legal foundation of every load you dispatch. Treat it accordingly.